This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Jay Shy here with another video, and I know it's been like 2 weeks since my last upload, and I know it's been a while. I've just been working really hard on these past couple of projects, but I figure, today I'm gonna take a little break and give you guys a video that you guys had asked for like months ago, and I'm just now getting around to it. So it is my video. You guys already saw the title, which is my kind of obscure PS4 games. I was asked to do like a PS4 kind of collection vid, but then I just decided against it because I have a couple of games that a lot of people know about, so I was just like, the obscure games, I'll show those off because those are pretty cool. Some of them have collector's editions. I'm just going to be showing the case, and I figure I'd give you guys this video. Sorry for the background noise. I'm shooting this right under my PC. It's on because I just stopped. I decided to take a break from working on the project to shoot this video for you guys. So, well, we're going to start off with the first one. These are kind of obscure games, like games that are pretty hard to find in the wild. Sometimes you'll find them and sometimes you'll come across them. This one you can come across pretty easily since it's getting reprinted, but I figured I'd throw it in there, which is Yomawari. Yomawari, when I bought this, it was pretty obscure. It was really hard to find. It wasn't everywhere, but nowadays it's kind of around. You'll find two, maybe, one copy if you're lucky. I remember when I found this at a GameStop and there was just one. At a bunch of GameStops that I went to, I only found one, and outside my city. So Yomawari is a horror game. I would consider this a horror game. It's like a kind of like an asymmetrical horror game where you play as a little girl with a flashlight and ghosts are trying to kill her. And yeah, it was kind of hard to get through because it's kind of daunting. Next is a game I got as a gift for my birthday, and it's Observer. Observer, I don't think you're gonna find this game out in the wild, and if you do, you've gotten very lucky. Observer is a first-person survival horror, maybe? First-person cyberpunk horror? Yeah, cyberpunk horror sounds better. It's a cyberpunk horror kind of walking simulator, almost. It kind of reminds me of a techno version of Amnesia, almost, except, cyberpunky. Next is Wonder Boy. I don't think you're gonna be able to find this at a GameStop. Maybe you might get lucky. You might find one. But I bought this version only because I really dig the cover. There was 3 different versions, two. There was this one, which is the animated cover, and then there is another cover that has a classic Sega Master System cover, which is not bad. I just preferred the artwork on this one more, so I imported this one from Japan. But I really like this one, or Asia, was it? Yeah. Next is Wild Guns Reloaded. I think you could find this easy on Amazon, but as for walking in a GameStop and finding this, you probably not. I don't think so. Natsumi is kind of Sumi games are kind of hard to find, so you might get lucky. But this is an arcade shooter, and I really dug this game when I was a kid, and it's expensive on the Super Nintendo, but if you can find this game, I definitely recommend it. It's pretty good. If you're into those arcade, kind of point shooters, if you're into that, you'll definitely be into this. Next, I'm throwing this on the list because I don't think you can find this everywhere. You have to go to certain GameStops to find this one, and it is the Silver Case. Silver Case is a visual novel. It's a weird crime visual novel. This was Suda51's one of his crowning achievements back in the day, before Killer 7. I bought this because I'm a big Suda51 fan, and I really wanted to see what his early works was like. And this game is, this visual novel is pretty good. The problem that I have with it is that it definitely shows its age. I think this game came out in 1999, if I'm not mistaken, and it definitely shows its age, but it's a really neat story. So I played through this, and I did love it. But at the same time, I wish I had the urge to play through it again, and I don't. Next is Koma Recut. This is a survival horror game. It's a kind of a cartoonish survival horror. Not cartoonish. I meant like it looks like a painting, like an animated painting. But it's a horror game, survival horror, where he plays this kid in a school, and there's a serial killer trying to chase him, and he's stuck in like a different dimension. It's pretty cool. I didn't get a chance to finish it. I was supposed to finish this for Halloween, and I didn't have the time because I've been working. But I'm definitely going to get back around to this, because I definitely think that this game is worth a playthrough. I haven't sold it. I got the limited edition, but I just haven't gotten around to it, and I want to. Next is Slain, Back from Hell. I don't think you're ever gonna find this in a GameStop. I think it's pretty hard to find. This is I had to import this from Europe, and I don't know if you still can. When I was importing it, they had like 3 copies left, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get on this like right now. This game is hard. This is like the Dark Souls like of platformers. It's almost like Salt and Sanctuary, but not the same. I haven't played Salt and Sanctuary, but I know of the game. But Slain is actually a pretty good game. I do recommend it, but prepare to die a lot. Next is Schoolgirls Zombie Hunters. I'm not gonna lie, I only bought this game because I'm a fan of OneeChanbara. And I heard that this was a spin-off of OneeChanbara, so I bought this game. It's a third-person shooter, arcade shooter, but it's bad. It's a bad game, but I like it. But I can admit that it's bad. It's not particularly fun to play, but it's weird. I enjoy it. I guess I'm speaking in a term of someone who plays other great, fantastic games. It's not that fun. But for me, I thought it was fine. That's the thing. It's just fine. I know it's an arcade shooter, so I think it's okay. Next is OneeChanbara Chaos, Z Chaos, I think it is. Z2 Chaos. Yes. This is a third-person hack and slash game, but it almost reminds me of like a Marvel vs. Capcom setup, because although it reminds me of like Ninja Gaiden or Devil May Cry, you can switch between the 4 characters on the fly at the same time. And I beat this game. This game is amazing. I think it's great. It's cheesy as hell, but I like cheesy and campy. But this is I think you might be able to find just one copy of this in a GameStop. If you have a GameStop with plenty of these, I highly recommend it. I think at the end of the PS4's life cycle, this game is probably going to be really, really hard to find. Next is Senran Kagura, Peach Beach Girls, or it's Peach Beach Splash, I think it is. Yeah, is it Peach Beach? Yeah, Peach Beach Splash. This is a third-person arena shooter, and it's amazing. I think this game is fantastic. It has some gacha stuff in it, though, like some, when I mean gacha, I mean like, mobile game things where you open decks of cards to build up your schools and your classmates and stuff like that to fight in this tournament with water guns and bikinis. I think this game is fantastic. A lot of people are not going to play it. I wish I had friends to play this with, because I think this game is actually really fun. The mechanics of it is really cool, but the amount of different weaponries and you can basically make your certain schoolmates into classes, and build like certain kinds of teams, which is really neat. So I really enjoyed this game a lot. Next is SD Gundam G Generations Genesis. This is a kind of like a Fire Emblem-esque game. This game is fantastic. I actually preferred this more than Super Robot Wars. I think it's because I like the whole grounded feel of it. I'm more into the military base-esque kind of thing. And the fact that you're able to make your own pilots, which is cool. So I kind of created my friends as pilots in the game, and they all have their own unique Gundam. So I feel closer to like the characters in the game. It's really neat. I like this game a lot. So next is Reverie. I think you might actually find this in the wild now, but it's pretty obscure. But I imported this one like a year and a half ago. It's like a 2D platformer, 8-bit platformer that is also a bullet hell at the same time. It's really cool. It's like a Metroidvania style game, and I recommend this a lot. If you're into like weird anime bunnies and like weird anime music, this game is right up your alley. I enjoy this game quite a bit. I did a stream on this game, and I think it's great. Next is Nex Machina. This is a bullet hell arcade shooter. This game is, how do I explain this? It's like a twin stick shooter. It's not bad. It's just, it reminds me of like a Smash TV, but like with this cyberpunk feel. And I really want to get into this. Every time I want to get into it, I get into something else. So I haven't had much of the time to play it. But I have played it. I need more time to play it. Next is a game I actually beat on Halloween, and it was awesome, and it was Momodora. This game is fantastic. Definitely recommend this if you can find it. It is a 2D 8-bit Metroidvania style platformer, and it is fantastic. You can tell it was made by a small team though, because I feel like there should have been more, because I want more now. But this game was great. I'm a little disheartened because I heard the sequel is going to be like a 3D version, and that is probably not going to be good because it looks like a Dark Souls clone. But I hope that they scrap that idea. But I understand the designer's thing. Like, he wants to create something different every game, so I get it. Next is Hyper Light Drifter. Complete in box. Like, I imported this one because I felt that the artwork on the Japanese import was just better. I wanted to get this game, so I ended up buying it, but I was like, I saw, I think it was the 8-bit website, I forgot what it's called, but something 8-bit, and another website, I think it was Limited Run, was selling this game at one point. And I was like really not into the artwork, and I remembered this one, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get the Japanese one because I dig that one more. And this one comes with like a map, so, and a poster inside, so, and a cool looking manual. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna import that. So I ended up importing this. This is probably another game you're probably never gonna find in the wild. Next is Galgun. I know Galgun got a sequel. I love this game. It's a rail shooter light gun game, but it's a little perverted. You can look it up yourself. I tried to stream this game, but I don't think they would let me. So I just decided, you know what, if I don't want to get flagged or anything, I just keep it to myself. But it's a light gun game where every girl falls in love with you, and you kind of have to shoot them with a pheromone gun, but you have to shoot them in certain areas. Very bad, but I enjoy the game. It's goofy, it's weird. It's anime. Next is another game I got as a gift for my birthday, and I love this game. It's just really hard. Is Furi, or is it Furi? It might be Furi, but Furi? I don't know. But it says Definitive Edition. I've played this game before, a long time ago, and then my friend bought it for me. He's like, hey man, you like hack and slash, you like bullet hells. This has both of those. And I was like, yes. I do like both of those. This is probably another game you're probably not going to find in a while. Oh, it's a limited run game, that's probably why. But this is a unique game. It's a boss rush game, and I really like this game. You really have to be in the mood for a challenge to really want to play this game. And luckily for me, I'm always in that mood, so I did get close to finishing this game, and I didn't finish it. But recommend it. It's really hard because you have to really be into this kind of game. And this is the last one, and it is 99 Vidas. 99 Vidas is a love letter to anybody who is a fan of Streets of Rage. I knew I had to buy this game. It is a 4-player beat 'em up, reminiscence of Streets of Rage. It is fantastic. If I'm not mistaken, this game was made by guys in Brazil, because I think a lot of the characters in this game speak Portuguese, and a lot of like the things in this game is kind of Brazilian, which is weird. So I think the people who made this are Brazilian. But this game is fantastic. I can't recommend this enough. The only thing is that if you happen to come across a copy, grab it. Because I think there's only 2,500 copies in the world. So I would definitely grab this. I think it's 2,500. It might be more or less probably. But definitely grab it. Anyway, that is my obscure PlayStation 4 collection. I could show you all of it, but I don't think it's really worth it to be honest with you. But if you guys want to see the rest, to see what I do enjoy, because it's in the realm of weird, just let me know, and I will see you guys next time. All right, guys? Peace.
Hey, Enforcer. How's it going?